What is good, team? So this is the cable pullover for your lats. Now you can use almost any attachment for this. You can use a rope, you can use a straight bar, but what I found works best is one of these easy bars where it's a little bit zigzag. I just feel when I've got my hands over the top of the bar, it helps us really bring them elbows in close to my hips, which is the point of the movement. And a rope is good, but I've just found that as you begin to load, it does get a little bit uncomfortable on your hands, whereas this keeps you a lot more stable. The more stable you are, the more force you can apply to the lats. Then in terms of the position for this, you want the cable stack set up so it's as high as possible, so when you come back and you go into the movement, you get a much deeper stretch as you bend over. So right at the top of the movement, you're grabbing the handle. What you're going to do here is take a couple of steps back so you've got tension against the cable stack. Then what I want to think of with this movement is get your feet about shoulder width apart so you're nice and stable. Slight bend in the knees, bend over as far as you can and allow that cable to fully stretch the lats, because the goal of this movement is, yes, you want to get a good contraction, but it's mainly to get a nice deep stretch. A lot of people when they do this movement, they'll just do this and they're missing out half and the most important part of the movement, which is that stretch. So as it's coming up, I like to really sit into it and almost push my head through my arms, get a big stretch on the lats, and then think about not kind of driving it with your triceps, because a lot of people when they do this movement, they'll bring the arms down and they'll extend it and make it a bit of a tricep movement. You want to keep that arm fixed and think about pulling with your elbows, squeezing, and thinking about, as you do the movement, getting that elbow past your hips and driving into your back pocket. So keeping that arm fixed, you're coming up, big stretch on the lats, coming down, big squeeze on the lats, keeping that elbow and arm nice and fixed so you're not coming down and doing this. Arm is nice and straight and a big contraction like this. Couple of steps back, sitting into the stretch, starting position, coming, and as I'm coming down, my body's coming up and I'm squeezing them lats. Now I'm stretching them, now I'm squeezing them. Full stretch, nice low control, and now I'm squeezing them. And that is the cable lat pullover.